I'm on my way to my Father, but I will return.
In the Old Testament, God Jehovah gave Moses specific instructions to the people to refrain from false witnessing. In the book of Exodus, the 23rd chapter, it states, "And thou shalt not raise a false report. Put not thy hand with the wicked to be an unrighteous witness. Thou shalt not follow a multitude to do evil." And there's something about a multitude doing evil and someone having the stamina to stand alone on the side of integrity. And I have to say, we find very few of those types of persons in this world. One person, most people want to go where the crowd is. So God told Moses to tell people, you stand on truth, don't follow the crowd in doing evil. Let us now consider the crucifixion of the Messiah. Again, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. We want to take up the issue of what it means to be a witness in light of the false witnesses that assisted the satanic leaders in crucifying Jesus, according to the Bible. Our aim is to insulate the Honorable Louis Farrakhan from false accusations made deliberately and carelessly. So let us deal with this storyline beginning in Matthew chapter 26, verses 3 and 4. Then assembled together the chief priests and the scribes and the elders of the people unto the palace of the high priest, who was called Caiaphas. And consulted they then that they might take Jesus by subtlety and kill him. Subtlety means, in this case, that they needed to make the arrest of Jesus appear legitimate, even though they knew it wasn't, because their aim, as stated in those verses, was to kill him. How did they take Jesus subtly? According to the Gospels, false witnesses were involved in Jesus' crucifixion. In Matthew 26, verses 59 and 60, it states, "Now the chief priests and the elders and all of the council sought false witness against Jesus to put him to death." Louis Farrakhan's departure to the great mother wheel to be with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's false witnessing can lead to the deaths of many people. Now, this part is a warning, because some people will claim that the minister did not like such and such a person. Others might then feel that it's within their right, based on that false claim, to do harm or even kill the person that is the target of the false witness or the false claim. If this behavior becomes pervasive, then I want you to know that everyone is a potential victim of false witnessing. Now, I want to end this with my work. I have spoken and written about the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's, and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's for that matter, private life, the domestic life, like no other person on the planet, for 4 years. My messages that spans almost 2 years, weekly messages, are also available on YouTube. Where is the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan's condemnation of me? His public condemnation of me on all the YouTube videos that he has out there for you to view. There is none, because he made none. So the few of you who innuendo and bear false testimony regarding my relationship and what he has said about me, you ought to be ashamed of yourselves. And again, we don't want false witnessing where the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan is concerned. That's being forward. Now, certainly he cannot overlook what I'm doing. So who are you to say that he's against me? when he hasn't made that claim himself.